Hey guys, today we're going to be talking everything Kindles, pros, cons, and mostly why you need one immediately. First of all, I'm going to be giving this one away. It's a brand new black 8GB Kindle Paperwhite, and one of you guys are going to win it. All you have to do is be subscribed to my channel, leave a comment down below, and I will send one of you guys this Kindle. Also fully decorated. I bought stickers from Etsy, I got a clear case, so I hope you guys love it, and it's really just a thank you for supporting my channel, for watching my videos, and a little happy holidays from me with a decorated Kindle. This is my Kindle. I have the signature edition 32GB, mostly because I also use it for school. I buy some of my books the e-reader version and then use it on my Kindle like whenever I'm out and about or whatever. So that's why I bought the larger one, just to be super sure that I had enough storage and everything. But the 8GB literally holds like 2,000 to 3,000 books, so you will be set, I promise. The main difference between the Kindle Paperwhite just normal editions and the signature edition is mainly that it's wireless charging, so it charges just on a dock. You don't have to plug it in. The Kindles have like 10 weeks of charging time, so don't let the charging dock be something that sways you one way or the other, because 10 weeks, like, you're hardly ever charging this thing anyway. And that is one of the main pros. Another main pro is that it is a paperwhite. Just basically meaning that the Kindle Paperwhites are front lit versus backlit. So the light is not shining into your eyes, like the blue light coming right to your eyes, like how it is on your phone or laptop or whatever. This is like lit within kind of thing. So when you're reading, it will not hurt your eyes. I obviously wear glasses. I have since I was like 11 years old, and this does not strain my eyes at all. It's also extremely comfortable to read with, especially if you put a little pop socket on the back or something like that. You can lay on this side, you can lay on this side, you can prop it up on something. I always prop mine up on a pillow. You can get one of those gooseneck things and use a clicker to read. It's just incredibly comfortable. It fits in my Lululemon belt bag. Like, you could take it everywhere. Also want to say that the 8GB, the regular Paperwhite and the signature edition is the same size. The screen is the same size. Everything is literally the same about how it feels, all of that. You can change the brightness, darkness, and there's also dark mode. I love dark mode. I mainly read it in dark mode anyway, like even if it's broad daylight, like I just love dark mode. And you can also change the warmth, which is great for when you're reading at night. You obviously will get immediate access to new books, new releases, like Iron Flame just came out. So you literally would have been able to buy that immediately and have instant access to it versus waiting for like your order from Amazon to come in or going to the store and getting it. And obviously that's for all books. It's also great if you're limited on physical space for books, because obviously you could put thousands of books in here and you won't have to like worry about the upkeep of books, storing them, finding places to store them, all of that stuff, which is great. Your Amazon account links to your Kindle. It will already come like linked to your Amazon account that you buy it with, unless you say that you don't want it linked. Also links to your Goodreads. I love Goodreads. That's what I use to keep track of all my books and my ratings and reviews and all that stuff. And so you can, on here, when you start to read a book, you can say mark as reading on Goodreads, which I really like just because it's easy to keep it updated. You can also get your Kindle without ads. A lot of people don't like that, like on the front when it kind of goes to sleep or you turn it off. Sometimes there's ads on the front. I think the signature edition comes with no ads, but the other ones do come with ads, but you can also get them without ads if you want. So I don't really consider that a con. I just honestly love when it shows like the book that I'm reading on the front, because it just, I don't know, I like the vibe. And you can also buy books straight from your Kindle. I know a lot of people say that you can't, but you absolutely can buy books immediately from your Kindle, have them downloaded. You don't have to go on your phone and buy them or your laptop and buy them and then have it on your Kindle. If you just buy it straight from your Kindle. Kindle Paperwhites are also waterproof. All of the new editions that are on Amazon right now, they're all waterproof, which is amazing. I actually have read in the shower before. I won't lie, I have. And then another thing, you can also add your library card to your Kindle. So I have a library nearby me. I can connect it to here and then check out books that way. There are certain like rules and regulations. Like I think you can only have a book checked out for like 21 days before you have to return it. And then also you obviously don't get to keep the book, like you have to return it. But I think that's pretty amazing that you can connect it to your Kindle. Like, that's so cool. And you also will get access to new releases and all those things. Okay, my only cons for the Kindle Paperwhite is, one, obviously you won't have the physical copy of the book. You download a Kindle book and you read it and you absolutely love it. Sometimes you want to have that book like physically in your library. Sometimes you might want to read it again. So that is like the biggest con for me, is when I read a book and I end up actually really loving it. It kind of makes me sad, because then I feel like I'm wasting money because I already bought it on my Kindle and then now I'm buying like a paperback version. Kind of makes me feel not great. And then also, obviously, it's just black and white. There's no color to it. That could be a con. Honestly, personally, I don't care, because regardless, like, you're just gonna turn it on and it's gonna go, okay, wait, sorry. It's gonna go straight to your book anyway, which, like, books are black and white anyway. So I don't really care that much that it's not in color. Not a big deal to me. I love it though. I honestly love this thing. Another pro is that you read so much faster, because on the bottom it says how many more minutes you have left in the chapter. And I feel like I play this little game with myself where it's like 10 minutes left in the chapter. So then I'm like speeding through, because I'm like, 10 minutes, that's nothing. I could spend another 10 minutes. And then before you know it, you have like read 2 more chapters or 3 more chapters. So I feel like you also just read so much faster. You can also change the text size on here, the margins, the font. Like, you basically can customize this entire thing for your personal reading experience, which I also love. Last but not least, Kindle Unlimited. It's $11.99 a month and you get access to over 1 million books. Basically, imagine Kindle Unlimited is a library in your Kindle. So like, you go into the library, there's millions of books and you can check out 20 books at a time, which is pretty amazing. Once you finish, you just click on it and you return it back to the Kindle Unlimited library. And you can do that as many times as you want, but you can only move 20 books at a time to your personal library. That's $11.99 a month. And I personally think it is super worth it, because there are so many amazing reads on there. And also you get access to new releases, which is really cool. I think people think like, oh, what's the catch? You know, they probably put like irrelevant books or books that I wouldn't want to read on there, but they actually have a lot of great books. Like the Hunger Games, the entire series is on there. I'm currently reading that right now. I read the Summer I Turned Pretty series on my Kindle and I flew through it. Like, basically read it in 48 hours. I loved it so much. I thought it was such a cute little story. The Grace Year was my follow-up book to Fourth Wing, and that's like how I recommend you read Fourth Wing, then The Grace Year. I just love those two back to back. It's just like, it's my Roman Empire. I think about it all the time. Silent Patient is on here. Divine Rivals is on here, which this is where I read Divine Rivals as well. Another one of my favorite books. Tons of Lucy Score books. I've read Things We Never Left Behind. Is that what it's called? The Dreamland Billionaire series is available on here. All of the books by Lauren Asher. I haven't read it, but I've heard amazing things. Love Redesigned, which is a new release by Lauren Asher, is also on Kindle Unlimited, which a lot of people are raving about right now. Tons of Frida McFadden books. She writes thrillers and a lot of people love them. Colleen Hoover is on there, like a ton of her books. The Summer of Broken Rules is one of my favorite books. Like, I just love that book. I thought it was so cute, so sweet, no spice, just a very sweet book where you feel like you're living with the characters. It's a beautiful book. I loved it. Thought it was so cute. That's on here. In the Likely Event by Rebecca Yarros, who wrote Fourth Wing. One of my favorite Kindle reads ever. I literally thought it was so good. I think about it all the time also. That's one of the books I wish I had physical copies of, because I want to reread it. The Hunger Games, like I said, and then also Harry Potter is on here. It changes every so often, and sometimes they take books on and off, but in general, hopefully when this video goes up, all of those are still available. I would say go in knowing at least like 1 or 2 books that you want to read if you're gonna do Kindle Limited, because again, there are so many that it's easy to get overwhelmed, but it's also really fun to find great books that you'll love. My top 3 recommendations of Kindle Limited books would probably be In the Likely Event, because it just gets right into the story. It's not going to be boring. I just thought it was a good, interesting read. Keeps you wanting to like know what's going to happen. The Grace Year, dystopian. These girls are basically like sent into the wilderness by the men in their town to basically like get rid of the bad stuff that they have inside of them, and they have to like literally duke it out for their lives. It's very interesting. It keeps you on your toes. Like, you have to keep reading to figure out what happens. I love it. And then depending on like what your vibe is, I would either say Divine Rivals or The Summer I Turned Pretty series. Both, like, you cannot go wrong with either. But those are my like Kindle Limited favorites right now. And that's all. I hope that I convinced you to get a Kindle if you've been wanting one. So yeah, that's it. That's the vid. That's the sitch. Don't forget about the giveaway. All you have to do is be subscribed to my channel, leave a comment down below, and then I'll reach out to one of you guys. Yeah, this is it. You just open it back here, and then this is it in a little plastic wrap. And again, I'm gonna decorate it, put stickers on here, put a little clear case. I love you so much, and we'll see you guys in the next one.